All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, you guys, you can book weekend readings with me. I'm going to have those until Monday and Memorial Day, since this is Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. All right, so I'm going to do Divine Masculine update quick. All right, then I'm going to get a Patreon video out, and then we're good. Hello, Jill. Hello. Okay, I feel like there's a deep healing cycle going on with the masculine collective right now. Like this deep healing cycle runs very deep at this current moment. Okay, very deep on a core level. A very deep healing cycle is what I'm hearing. Okay. So some of these masculines may have withdrawn into hermit mode. Is that what's going on right now? A lot of them have withdrawn. Okay, this is divinely orchestrated at this moment. And I do feel they're going through very deep heartbreak. Okay, very deep heartbreak. There's a lot of heartbreak in this masculine energy, and it could be over a third party. The Queen of Wands could be a third party energy, but what I really get from that, this is your energy as well. They see you guys really rising up. Okay, they see the feminine rising up and rising up above their level at this current moment. And it's really triggering some heartbreak because they feel like some of the feminine are moving on to another masculine. That's a very strong message I'm getting, okay? They know they need to offer something more emotionally available to the feminine is what I'm seeing, okay? But they got to heal this heartbreak first. And for some of you, like what I'm hearing is interesting, that they need to see you moving on, okay? They need to see you moving on in order to actually make the initiative to take action on the connection. This person's going through a very emotional, deep emotional time. You may be dealing with a water sign. I pick up two energies for some of you here, but I really, there could be third-party situation here, but I feel like some of them are working through some karma and some really deep healing from exes, okay? That's really what I feel for a lot of you, okay? But they see you as the wish fulfillment. Like, it could be that you guys are both energies. You're the Queen of Wands and you're the Queen of Pentacles, and you're just rocking it, okay? You're sexy, you're beautiful, you're vibrant, but you're logical, and you've got business that you're going, you're making good money, and you're just rocking it. That's what I'm seeing. So there's a lot of different things going on. Yes, there is enhanced telepathic communication happening, you guys. There's a lot of that going on with the masculine collective. They are opening their third eyes. They are opening up their chakras and learning how to communicate that way. A lot of them are in deep emotions, but there's a lot of heart pain coming in. So they're healing their heart spaces, and a lot of this has to do with heart spaces from exes, okay? But nothing compares to you, is what I'm seeing. Like, nothing compares to you. There's nothing like you. They cannot find that, okay? So they're healing like a deep emotional blockage that involves abandonment issues, okay? Deep abandonment. And I feel like abandonment issues, you guys, and rejection and insecurities and lack of confidence can come out into the 3D and cause poverty. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I am. And they know they're supposed to be with the feminine, okay? I'm getting that as well. But there's just this massive cycle that needs to come to completion when it comes to relationships, okay? That's what I'm hearing. And they're just like doing it slowly, but the universe is shoving in them and pushing them to act on this. Like, look, you got to act on this. There's no more time to mess around, that sort of thing. Otherwise, what will happen is a lot of you are going to get another masculine sent to you. A lot of you have already. Okay, Tammy, thank you so much. You're going to get good news in the next 1 to 2 weeks involving money. Okay, there's something involving money surrounding your energy, and I think it's a raise at work. So they know that being in union with you is going to be a new adventure, okay? But they got to close out this cycle and stop comparing to exes, because a lot of them are comparing to exes right now. Like, oh, I had this bad luck. I had this. I had that. Yada, 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 that sort of thing. So they can't be comparing that. Deb, you're going to get a new lover coming in. He has brown hair. He has green to hazel eyes. He's medium height, he's broad shoulders, he's a lot more mature than your exes, but you gotta let go of a masculine from your past in order to draw this in. You're gonna meet him at an event orchestrated. Okay, so this masculine collective I'm seeing here is thinking about being with you. That's really what I'm getting. But there's just this massive cycle, and then there needs to be a new beginning that needs to occur. Okay, so this is on their mind right now. They're feeling a straw pull towards a lot of you. There's a pull they cannot explain, an energetic pull towards you is what I'm seeing. So this pull may bring them in with some communication. It is Gemini season after all. Gemini season brings in a lot of communication because that's what Gemini energy is all about. Hi, John. You haven't talked to him in 25 days. He has gallstones. Well, that's probably good karma for the fucking asshole. All right, so that's that. Let's see what else we get here. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? So they're working on their inner strength right now, you guys, and I feel like a lot of those demons from the subconscious are sneaking up on them, and it's just kind of sitting in the back of their mind right now. And I feel like this is happening for everybody. Like, you know, we think we're healed. We think everything's like out. You know, we're all like, you know, everybody's got this big ego. I'm fully healed, but you're never fully fucking healed. And a lot of the subconscious demons are starting to show and come out, like those subconscious fears and all those different things. Okay, that's all coming out right now. This masculine's demons are definitely sneaking up on them. I see that. Okay, and they're really in their head about a lot of things right now. They're also fantasizing about the feminine quite a bit. That's what I'm getting as well. Yeah, there's a lot of anger going on. There's a lot of like lack of emotions coming up. This is like all subconscious demons. Vanessa, you're going to get good news in a month. And it's going to be news about like a big shift or change and movement in your life. It's like freaking fucking huge. And you've been avoiding it, and it's going to be shoved upon you. And you got new love coming in like we've been discussing. So this is what's happening in the masculine collective is like they're being forced to a change. They're being forced to something that's coming upon them. Their biggest fears are being tested upon them. It's giving them anxiety. It's giving them like, yeah, they are getting angry. They are getting irritable. So how are they going to take it? I mean, a lot of the masculines are very, you know, emotionally immature, mentally immature, spiritually immature, stunted in growth, so to speak. He probably does still have a girlfriend. They all seem to hold on to that garbage. Gotta have a burner chick. The masculines are having a lot of dreams right now, you guys, and I feel like these dreams, honestly, I feel like that they're getting messages through their dreams. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing is like they're getting messages about their future through their dreams right now. So there's a lot of things going on in the dream state. And a lot of you may notice that you're getting messages through your dream state as well. Okay, and they're healing their perception. Like I said earlier in the reading, they're healing their perception of what a union is, a healthy union. And a lot of the masculines have been comparing to exes. And whether this is a good or bad thing, sometimes you compare because you're like, oh, I need to change this. I should have changed that. I'm not going to do this again. Or some of them like, oh, she's going to be just like my ex. She's going to be just like blah, 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 blah. And that's not even right. And they're also healing their own like childhood trauma and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of like these deep psychological demons coming up. And a lot of masculines like to be like, oh, my childhood was great. But, you know, a lot of them are realizing there was these flaws in their childhood, that sort of thing. Okay. And I kind of feel like their dreams are shattered, their illusions are shattered, their denial is shattered, and the reality is coming forward. Okay. They're healing their perception of sex as well. That's a big one right now, okay? And their ego deaths, yes. So sexuality, how they perceive sex, you know, going out just to fuck, you know, stick their dick in a hole, you know, that's, you know, that's the older thing. You know, a lot of men did that when they were younger, that sort of thing. But as they become more wise and spiritually aligned, which the masculines are doing that, a lot of them are becoming spiritually aligned. They're going to see sex in a whole new light, you know, sacred sexuality, spiritual aligned sexuality, that sort of thing. So that's a really big thing that's coming up to be healed right now as well. Not just going out to bust a nut. Okay. So these healing cycles, like I said, it's what they saw to be reality, how they saw reality, what they saw to be enjoyment, all these lower vibrational 3D demons coming up to be faced, Oh, that's a lower vibrational habit. Sitting around and playing video games all day, the example I like to give you guys. That's a lower vibrational 3D habit. That is something that is of low vibrational. It's a waste of fucking time, and it's bad for your psyche, and it's bad for your spiritual health as well. That sort of thing is coming in, and going out just to bust a nut and somebody's, and somebody is also something that the masculines are learning. That's not sacred. That's not sacred for your soul. That's not sacred for your body, mind, and soul, that sort of self. Okay? So there's a lot of that coming in. I mean, they are going through awakening. It's just like they're sitting there and they're starting to realize these things. Like, this habit is not healthy. This habit's not healthy. And a lot of them are trying to hold on to their old lives right now and making excuses to do that. And then this is coming up to be seen. Like, it's just Captain Obvious. They're making excuses, that sort of thing. So there's just a lot of things that are just transparent right now that they're having to deal with, is what I'm getting. Their ancestors are really exposing them. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it is their ancestors are exposing them. They need to be exposed. The masculines do need to learn sacred sexuality, okay? Going and busting a nut in everybody is just teenage boys do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're learning how to be more gentle, okay? They're learning how to be more vulnerable. Okay, they're learning all these different things. They're understanding, soul, family, kindred spirits, and that sort of thing. And they're feeling a pull towards the feminine with that as well. Okay, Tracy, what I see for you, you're going to get a promotion very soon here. There's going to be a new job opportunity that is going to give you about 20% more money than you have right now. Well, is going and busting a nut in just a hole, is that really that satisfying? Some of these masks, how the fuck old are we now? How the fuck old are we now? When do you get a point where you're just busting a nut to bust a nut? I mean, when you start to go through, spiritual evolution and growth, at some point just busting a nut is not going to be that satisfying anymore. A lot of these masculines, their sacral energy, they're starting to be pushed to find the sacred side of that sacral energy, not just feeding it with video games and alcohol and drugs and busting a nut and whatever butterface comes along, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever hole they meet at the club. So the sacred side of their sacral energy is really it's really important. I just want to bust. Yeah, isn't it cute when they just go make babies with a fucking whore? It's so adorable. Okay, so there's new beginnings coming in for these masculines. Once they heal all these things, there's going to be a brand new beginning coming in. Okay, so I do see the ending of one of the heaviest cycles yet. And a brand new beginning coming forth. And this new beginning, they feel it, they're scared of it, they have anxiety, it's causing sleepless nights, and this new beginning is huge. What did I tell you? Awakening. And just when you think you're in awakening, you're like, oh, I'm awakened. You go through another fucking awakening, okay? You go through another fucking beautiful awakening, okay? God is like, oh, you think you're awakened? You're awakening on the false light of bullshit. Let me show you up, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Let me show you up, okay? Let me throw you on your ass, okay? I've gone through 3 or 4 of them, okay? And it's like, oh, okay, and then all of a sudden my husband leaves me for another woman, and I go through another one yet. It's cool, and I find out a chick's pregnant. Yeah. All right, so there's a lot of awakenings going on with the masculines left and right, and it's got them sitting and pondering on what's next. There's always awakening, and when something significant leaves your life, when something very significant that's really intertwined with your soul leaves your life, then you go through another one yet, because you expel that energy. Okay, and when you have to move forward with your life, you have to expel energies from your past. And then you go through another awakening yet. Literally, when you move in the physical, if you physically move, that can push you in awakening as well, because there's like portals and vortexes in different areas on this planet. But that's a whole nother topic. Okay, so they're being forced to balance. They're being forced to balance that feminine and masculine energy as well during this awakening. But this is going to open up their abundance. So the masculines are at a place right now where they can accumulate bad karma, or they can make good karma. They can put the karmic wheel on the good. So there's a lot of them that are accumulating bad karma. You know what I'm saying? Like the bad karma. And then there's some of them who are in the good. I'm really pissy tonight. I should probably get off here. Okay, so I found out a lot of shit this last week. It's really pissed me off. Let me tell you. So I'm going to get the fuck off here. You guys have a good night.